Our cabinet took note of the flood developments in the northern parts of the country, that is Ohangwena, Oshana, and Msati regions. And cabinet approved the funding of the flood relief program, estimated at 72 million for the provision of relief assistance in the form of water, tents, food items, mosquito nets, hygiene items, life jackets, blankets, mattresses, and psychosocial support to flood-affected communities. Cabinet supported the Office of the Prime Minister, that is Directorate of Disaster Risk Management, to conduct impact assessment of the flood and propose any further interventions. Cabinet mandated the National Disaster Risk Management Committee to ensure optimal and effective coordination of emergency and relief response to affected communities. Cabinet directed the Ministry of Education, Arts, and Culture to propose workable interventions to deal with resumption of teaching and learning in flood-affected schools. Cabinet approved the provision of food assistance to the affected communities for a period of 16 months or until the next harvest. And Cabinet directed the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform to institute the following measures to address the ongoing flood situation and future calamities in the country. That is, urgent supply of potable water, boats, and sanitation facilities to be provided to the affected communities. Propose measures to ensure sustainable management of the water as a result of the occurring floods in the country in order to mitigate negative impacts of flooding to communities. Development of all components of early warning, including systems to improve flood forecasting, monitoring, and early warning system for flood-prone basins. Scale up construction and rehabilitation of earth dams in the flood-prone areas to harvest such flood waters for post-flood agricultural activities. Expedite the transboundary information exchange at all levels of the Namibian and Angola governments, and liaise with all stakeholders to educate communities, including traditional authorities, to halt the settlement of communities in flood-prone areas. Second decision, update on the establishment of Empretec Namibia program. Cabinet took note of the update on the work done since the establishment of the Empretec Namibia, and Cabinet reaffirmed its commitment to support Empretec Namibia program following approval and implementation. Cabinet directed the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade to allocate required resources, including human capital, to ensure the continuous implementation of the program. Cabinet directed all offices, ministries, agencies dealing with enterprise capacity development to implement all their support activities under the Empretec umbrella for efficiency and well-coordinated approach. And Cabinet directed the Ministries of Industrialization and Trade, Higher Education, Technology and Innovation to instruct Empretec Namibia and Namibia Training Authority and Namibia Qualifications Authority to develop a comprehensive and accredited value chain development curriculum to be offered at some selected public, technical, and vocational education training centers across the country. Third decision, proposed draft memorandum of understanding between the governments of the Republic of Namibia and the United States of America on mutual cooperation framework to promote the development of farmer cooperatives, producer associations, and small and medium enterprises in Namibia, and enhance their competitiveness in national, regional, and international markets. Cabinet took note of the proposed draft memorandum of understanding on mutual cooperation framework to promote the development of farmer cooperatives, producer associations, and small and medium enterprises in Namibia, and enhance their competitiveness in national, regional, and international markets as to be facilitated by the United States of America, African Development Foundation, on behalf of the government of the United States of America and the Ministry of Industrialization and Trade on behalf of the Republic of Namibia. And Cabinet took note of the signing of the above-mentioned MOU by the Minister of Industrialization and Trade on behalf of Namibia. Fourth decision, annual financial statements of the Government Institution Pension Fund for the year ended 31st March 2022. Cabinet took note of the financial position and performance of JPF for the financial year ended 31st March 2022, and Cabinet directed the Ministry of Finance and Public Enterprises to continue monitoring the performance of the fund to ensure that state exposure to the institution is optimally managed. Here ends Cabinet briefings. I thank you.
Well, that was the first Cabinet briefing of the year by the Minister of MICT. Don't go away.